What's up, everybody? It's the Beer Z, Brigadier General, and today I'm installing this Tein Street Z suspension, coilover suspension. I decided to go with the coilover suspension because I'm not looking to slam the vehicle. I'm looking for a comfortable ride with a little bit of with a little drop. Maybe we'll see about a 1-inch drop, maybe half-inch, something comfortable. I'm not trying to get out on the floor, but I like the price. This was $650, I believe, on Z1, and I'm not looking to spend over $1,000, $1,500, or $2,000 on suspension where I can go put that in the motor. I'm gonna show you how to take off the suspension, put it on. I'm gonna show you how to take off the suspension. I'm gonna show you how to install the coilover system, and then we'll take it for a test. All right, so this is right out the box. This is the complete kit. So you get 2 rear shocks with dust boots, 2 front coilovers with dust boots, all the proper hardware, and then for the rear springs, rear height adjustment, and the rubber mounts. Some swag, I guess sticker swag, I don't know what you guys call it nowadays, and then obviously the forks to raise it up or down depending on what you feel like doing. So for this full kit, I say this is a pretty good deal, and I'm pretty excited to install. So let me finish up the rear installation now and see how it goes. Alright, so excuse the hair. Alright, the rear suspension is very easy. You have 17mm bolt and 2 12s up top, which will allow me to remove the shock, and then I'll go ahead and lay the new shock with the old shock side by side and transfer all the hardware over and then reinstall. As for the bucket is also a 17mm bolt. You have to put a jack underneath, so when you loosen this bolt right here, the bucket will lower slowly and the spring will go ahead and come out, and then replace it with the new Tein spring. Alright, so what I'm doing now is going to transfer over the top mount to the new rear shock. You need a 14mm and a vice grip to hold it in place, and then I'm gonna obviously this dust boot's getting replaced. I'm gonna put the new dust boot on, switch the cap over. I'm cleaning it up a little bit, some brake cleaner, and then reinstall it. All right, for this part here, get the 2 12s back in. They're not tight yet, they're still loose. I have the shock facing the correct direction, and now I'm gonna have to put a jack underneath here to raise it up and get my 17mm bolt in there. Alright, so we got the rear shock assembly in. Okay, that's 17, 2 12s up top, simple install. Now working to this spring with the bucket. Alright, 17mm again, jack underneath, lower it slowly, and the spring will come out. All right, so excuse the sweat. It's hot in Texas. So I got the one side in. I'm gonna go ahead and complete the other side, and then I'm going to put the tires on, the rims on, and see where the height looks like and make the adjustment. I'll probably just do the rear sets today, and then I'll do the fronts tomorrow, because it's not my daily, so I can take my time with it. It's Sunday, I want to relax as well. You guys know how it is when you get old. You don't want to keep doing it all day long. And crack my beer open. So, all right. I keep saying all right. So here we have it. It's installed. Got the new shock and spring with the adjustment set at 3/4. I'm going to put the wheel on and then start making adjustments, but I'm gonna do the other side first. Just to reiterate, 2 12s up top, 17 here, and then this one is a 17 with a 17 nut on the backside that you need a box end wrench. I used Harbor Freight electric impact driver, which works well. I did have to break some things loose a few times with a 1/4 inch ratchet, but this is it. The guy that owned this car before me a couple years ago lived in it, worked in construction, so there's a tons of rocks that's been sitting here, and it's really dirty. So I gotta clean this thing up, but I'm excited. I'm ready to see what it does. And let me get the other side.